Hi. So most people think that project failures happen because of engineering problems, quality problems. But after handling millions logistic project across India and international locations, I can tell you full of my confidence that most project fails because of logistics mistake. And I'm not talking this from the theory. I'm talking from the real experience. Let me show you the 3 most dangerous mistakes in project logistics so you do not repeat them in your career. The first and biggest mistake, planning based only on the paperwork, not on the reality. Let me tell you how it happened and how it was happened in one of my projects. We had to move an over dimension heavy lift cargo for an international project. We have prepared our logistic cost based on the port and route information shared by the client. Everything looked good on the paper, perfect. But when we start execution, we discovered that the actual port route was not capable of handling heavy ODC movement. The turning radius was not sufficient, road strength was weaker, internal port was not simply available or designed for that particular ODC, and the client never informed us about these limitations. If we had continued, it could have caused major cargo damage, crane risk and complete project failure. We had to immediately stop everything, conducted detailed physics route survey, redesigned the exit plan and changed the lifting and movement strategy. That day I learned one permanent lesson, that in logistics, planning is not about documentation, planning is risk control. Then the second most common mistake in the project logistic people do, that they do not work in collaboration with other department, like with engineering and others. And this was happened with me again. We had a massive ODC equipment ready for lifting. Crane was mobilized, team was ready and vessel schedule was aligned. But when our team has reached at lifting point, they found something very shocking. There was no suitable lifting lugs arranged on that equipment. The positions of those lifting lugs was not aligned with the one that was with the crane. Why? Because the engineering team finalized the drawing without taking the logistic approval. They designed the equipment but didn't think about how it would be physically lifted. Now imagine the chaos. Project is at port, crane is charging per hour, vessel window is getting closed and you cannot lift the cargo safely. Again, we had to stop everything, design an alternate lifting arrangement, arrange special tackles and completely change our lifting method. That single coordination mistakes added billions of cost. Again, the lesson is, if engineering and logistics don't work together, the project will always fail. Logistics should never be bugged isolation. And the third and most dangerous mistake, no risk planning. And this became the very real during the post-COVID period when the shipping lines rate suddenly skyrocketed. Project was stuck, the budgets were locked, client refused for any additional cost approval. Many teams froze, but logistics doesn't have that luxury to freeze. Logistics doesn't have the luxury to pause. So what we did, we immediately activated alternative routing plans. We renegotiate contracts with third-party logistics, freight forwarders. We tried to maximum utilization of containers. We had to change our shipment strategy. Because in real project logistics, delays are normal, port congestions are normal, rate surges are normal, equipment shortage are normal. But the only abnormal thing is not planning for them. If you don't build backup plans, logistics will charge you at the most expensive stage of the project. Keep this always in your mind. So let me remind you once again, the 3 most dangerous mistakes in project logistics are no real-world feasibility planning, no coordination between engineering and other departments with logistics, and no contingency or the risk strategy in your logistic plan. So after handling multiple ODCs, heavy lifts in many EPC projects with more than 20 decades, I can say this clearly that project logistics is not about trucks and cranes. It's about control, clarity and contingency. If you are serious about your building a career in logistics and SCM, let us stay connected for the practical lessons, not just textbooks and theory. See you soon.